Definitely with the massive dip that Robinhood is having today, it becomes a closer comparison, but still I want to break down both companies. If you're not familiar why Robinhood would be down today, welcome back in YouTube. It is your boy Colton, and this is the Financially Fit channel. If you were on my live stream on Sunday, you would have known that I called out Alibaba as a strong buy with anything in the 150 seemed reasonable with the risk versus reward, and today it's up a few percentage points. I built a position today in Alibaba, and who knows how that's going to go. It could absolutely flip the other direction. We also went over 4 different stocks, both from an analytical and a fundamental standpoint. If you've been subscribed to my channel, you would realize that I think fundamentals and technicals should always line up. So we went over a few different stocks on Sunday, which the technicals are really not ready yet, but the fundamentals are definitely there. So we're waiting for an opportunity to buy and give us the best chance to start averaging in at a good price. And if you are new here, absolutely think about subscribing. We are starting to build a great group of individuals that are passionate about investing. You're not gonna get any cheapskate course that I'm gonna try to push on you. I just wanna build a platform of individuals that are passionate about investing and that care about their future. And what we do is we break down stocks all together through a live chat on Sundays. By the way, if you are a subscriber to my channel, please put down below what times work best on a Saturday or Sunday, and I'm gonna try to accommodate appropriately. With all that being said, what I'm going to do today is break down SoFi versus Robinhood, why I think there's more value in SoFi over Robinhood, and with PayPal coming out with some recent news today about wanting to get into more of the fintech side of finance and actually creating their own brokerage account and trading platform, I really find this interesting as this sector is starting to get a little overcrowded. I think PayPal doesn't understand the intense finances and or infrastructure that needs to take place in order to be competitive on one of these brokerage platforms. So I think an acquisition probably makes more sense for PayPal, but hey, don't sue me, bro. I could be wrong. With that being said, whether PayPal does or does not acquire anybody, I want to show you why I find more value in SoFi over Robinhood. As we all know, Robinhood IPO'd and it had about a $60 to $50 billion market cap, while SoFi is sitting right around a $10 to $11 billion market cap. With Robinhood's recent sell-off, it's sitting right around a $40 billion market cap, which actually makes it a little bit more interesting and makes the comparison a little bit more competitive overall, in my opinion. With that being said, let's break down the difference of Robinhood and SoFi. As of right now, Robinhood has just right around 20 million users, I believe, 18 to 20 million users, and has $80 billion under management. Obviously some great numbers for Robinhood. So how many users does SoFi have? SoFi currently has 2.3 million users on the platform, and that's up 110%. Obviously, you can see that Robinhood right off the bat has 10x the users, but let's break down the finances to really figure out who's making the most value out of those users. SoFi has a 52-week high of $28.26 with a 52-week low of $10.10. Currently trades between $13.70 and $14.20. That seems to be a line of support for SoFi right around that $13.70 to $14. It's been some consolidation here, so it is going to make a move one or the other directions depending on any catalysts that are going to come. When we look at SoFi's finances, they were able to get $799 million of revenue of the user base that they had. Now they're projected to do just under $1 billion of revenue this year. That is not including the student loans that they've foregone, which will be on their balance sheet for next year, and the possible growth that they will have going into the end of the year. So they were able to get $1 billion of revenue off of the small user base that they have. And they grew user base by 110%. How does that compare with Robinhood? Almost 20 million users on Robinhood's platform. They did $1.6 billion in revenue. Call it $1.7 billion in revenue. So Robinhood is about 10 times the size of SoFi from a user base standpoint. But yet, they're only going to do about $1 billion more in revenue probably by the end of the year than SoFi. So Robinhood will probably do right around $2 billion in revenue by the end of the year, while SoFi is going to do $1 billion of revenue. Just for number's sake and keeping it simple, that means if SoFi did somehow acquire 20 million users, much like Robinhood has right now, that we could say they could possibly 10x their revenue stream, which means that if they had the same user base that Robinhood has, their $1 billion could easily be a $10 billion year, which means that they would be trading a price to sales ratio of about 1. So that's why I see the opportunity in SoFi. I think their business model is much more profitable. They're an ecosystem. They're not just a one-trick pony. I feel that Robinhood is really just a one-trick pony where they only make money off of the transactions with the customer, whether they're trading or they're not trading. So anybody that buys and holds long-term, Robinhood really doesn't want them on their platform. When you look at all the things that SoFi offers individuals, it's really an ecosystem they're building, and that's why I like them. How much they're able to extract from one client, I really think that makes them interesting going forward. They can capture half of what Robinhood's user base is. I just see a huge opportunity here for SoFi, and if I were PayPal, I gotta be honest, I would be looking at SoFi at a $10 billion market cap and licking my chops. Why wouldn't you just partner up with SoFi and acquire them? If you want to get to the market fast, why wouldn't you do an acquisition on a company like SoFi? Just my 2 cents. Either way, I don't care if they do or they don't acquire them. I think SoFi's business model is interesting long-term regardless. Well, I hope you enjoyed my dive into SoFi today. As always, I appreciate your time and I thank you so much for spending your day with me. I hope you finished Monday green and we will see you next time, investors. Peace.